I would love to have our clinical director and other staff and some successful clients come to New York to present it to you, explain our program in full, and try to get the support we need to move forward. So our job at the moment is just to see, is it doable, is it permitted? And then we could have them present us. Site plan to us.
Yeah, she hasn't.
Nursing home, but I don't know if that really.
No, it's not under nursing home. There's another one.
Community residence and other alternate care
Yes.
housing as defined in 116(4)B.
Where'd you find that?
The beginning of the
Yeah,
district
that's
schedule.
Yeah, it's at the bottom of the first row, right?
Yes.
Oh,
And it's
That's-
permitted in R 1.5.
It is, yeah. Right here, first page.
That's what I thought that it would fall under when I spoke to her, but I said I didn't know and that I would check with you guys
okay,
for
so
sure.
there's special permit then.
It's permitted though.
Hmm?
It is permitted. Yes.
It's a special permit.
Right.
Portion of it is in R3, right?
The back, but where the buildings are is R 1.5. It's only the back side that's wooded and undeveloped that's actually R3.
I don't know how, we were looking at how that would be handled. The majority of the property is in R3.
Well, that's unused though. It's all wooded.
I know, but
That
it's the
back
property
row.
though.
Yeah, no, I know, but the front portion of the property is R 1.5. It's actually more of the property in the front than it shows on that one. But where the buildings are is 1.5, or 1.5. Now, when we have things upstairs like that, where it's split, the zoning is split, we always go with whatever piece of the parcel is being utilized or built on, you know, so if they were building in the front of that, we would go with R15, and if they were building in the back, we would go with R3. That's how we do it.
Well, I would say tell them that, according to our zoning, they can come before us with a special permit.
And then I had another question. If something,
Let me just make sure that what we have is, or anybody else have anything different? other than-
No, that sounds right.
I think there is a separate paragraph that deals with two different zoning classifications on a single parcel. I'm not sure, I don't remember what it calls for, but I think there's a,
I thought I remember seeing that, but I can't recall.
yeah, I'm trying to look it up on the, it says in the E code that I haven't gotten there yet.
It seems to fit into alternate care housing.
It fits very well.
This is a facility designed for housing those persons who are unable to independently or particularly at a particular time or providing for his or her specific needs. For purposes of this chapter, alternative care housing includes the following specific types of facilities: a community residence, a dwelling providing room and board, recreation and rehabilitative services for the mentally disabled under responsible supervision. Halfway house, community residence providing 24-hour service on-site, responsible supervisory staff for short-term residents. Supervised living facility, a community residence or group home providing 24-hour on-site, responsible supervisory staff for long-term residents, supportive living facility, a community residence providing responsible supervision for residents, family care housing, a dwelling providing room, board, and supervision for patients who are maintained on or inpatient status by the state-operated psychiatric facility. Housing for the disabled, for those persons who are unable to function in society without assistance or supervision because of their physical or mental or emotional deficiencies, and rehabilitation service facility, a professionally planned and operated treatment facility designed to improve the functioning of physical, mentally, and emotionally disabled persons in their skills of daily living.
And that's already in our book.
Yeah. I spent a lot of time looking that up
I
and researching
I found the
that.
portion of the code dealing with the split zoning. It's page 11639, section 116-7. It's letter D, where a district boundary line divides a single lot in a single or joint ownership of record at the time such line is established. The regulations for the less restricted portion of such lot may, at the owner's discretion and with the exception of the FW floodway and the FFO flood fringe overlay districts, extend not more than 50 feet into the more restricted portion, provided that the lot has street or highway frontage in the less restricted district. So as long as the less restricted district is out front and the building lies within the less restricted district or not within 50 feet.
Yeah, they're gonna meet
More
all
than
of
50
that.
feet.
That's not floodplain then?
No.
Oh, what I'm thinking?
No, it's not. Nope.
It sounds like, as long as it's not in the floodway, she should come present to us.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time on the phone with her looking this up and no.
You just send her what she needs to do for a special permit. Can you send her?
Yeah, I'm gonna call her
For a
tomorrow.
special permit?
Yep,
So she knows what
absolutely.
she needs to do.
Yep. I'll help her through all of that.
I think you need to make sure that you're not giving any, by implication, a commitment, because ultimately,
No, it
she'd have to come before you asking
It
for
was a
special.
matter of whether they would acknowledge the application or not. If it's prohibited, then there's no sense in even applying.
I
So I
understand.
just wanted to make sure she could apply and that it wasn't going to be prohibited. She knows she's not getting a guarantee.
Yeah, I'm sure.
What we're saying here
Yeah, as
tonight
long
is
as
not
she
going
knows
to
that-
No, they're
But she's still
only.
gotta go through a public hearing.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. She's well aware of that. I spent many hours talking to her on the phone.
I'm sure they went through it in Florida.
Yeah, and she's done it. She's done the public hearings. She knows what's involved. I spoke to her, and that's why, I've spent so much time with this, because I want to make sure she hits every step so that she doesn't get backlash or, get held up with anything. Because it's
Anybody else
unfortunate.
have anything further on that?
You know that better than anyone.
All right, that's all I have. We don't have a county liaison report because Bob is the one that went to the last meeting and he's in Boston. Was there, Jack, is there anything else that you needed to bring before us on that application, your,
We're moving forward, doing what needs to get done.
Do you have a copy of the county's referral?
Yes, your attorney did provide us with one. And we will be responding to each of the bullets. We have our consultants looking at it as we speak.
yeah, that's all I have. Anybody else have anything else to discuss? All right, have a motion to adjourn? Vote?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, Ellen.
I have a question. On the district schedule, there's something on the district schedule where there's an X that it's prohibited. Does that mean that they cannot follow, or they could try to get denied to do their zoning? I'm not sure how
Yeah,
that works.
it's non-permitted use. So the zoning officer refers, Amarillo is one we have a, however, very difficult. There's only two variances. One is the geographical,
Area and use.
and to get a use, you can't, it's very difficult because you have to supply, you can't.
Well, that's what I assume. Right, right, a self-created use issue.
Problem.
Right, I got you.
But you can't deny anything, not learning process. That's what the zoning is. So person said, listen, I still want to try it.
Because I don't know if prohibited means no way you're not getting it, don't bother, or if it meant, well, the ZBA could potentially overturn that. Make the exception.
Well, what they do is they